Hello friends, today I am going to show you one of my project allocation of open electives. So we have made this project for MIT AOE to allocate the electives to the SY students. So I will show you a quick demo of it. So here I will log in with admin account. So this is how the admin will see this portal. So here you can see there are many options and there is one student view. So this is actually showing a preview what the student will be seeing the portal right now. So for now I will show you how the student will look, student side will be look. So I will log in as a student from a different browser. So I will I just have to sign up. So I will enter my PRN and submit. So it will say give my name, CGPA and school. So I just have to confirm that are my details correct. So yes, my details are correct. I will enter my email ID as well as the password. I will set my password. So minimum it should be 6 letter characters and sign up successful. Please check your inbox to verify your email ID. So yes, I will check my inbox. So yes, definitely I received one email from the open elective allocation. So I will just click this portal and see your email has been verified. So yes, now I can log in from a student side and I am successfully made my account. And yes, the portal is closed. So to open a portal, admin has to click manually this button open portal, then it will open the portal. Before opening a portal, I will show you what few things admin has to set in the backend. So here I can see as admin I already have set few things, the subjects. So let me show you how to add another subject. So I have to give a subject name. Let's give ADS, let's say advanced data structure, and give the course number as a 16, internal capacity as 60 and external capacity of 30. And this course is given by SCT, School of Computer Engineering and Technology. So it will be by default open for SCT. But let's say I have to make this course available to all, so I can just click all. So anyone from any other school can apply for this course. So SCT student will take the seats from this 60 capacity, and other will be taking the seats from this 30. Or else I can make this available for SEE, which is ENTC and electronics. SE means civil engineering. I can do anything I want here. So I will just make this available for SEE and save the changes. So here you can see the course is added, every details is added. Similarly other courses were added beforely, and you can also edit these things. Just hit edit and everything will be here, and I can just remove this part and save changes. So I have removed uh, SEE from here. So this course is available for SCT only for now. So let's see what other things admin has to set. So here if you can see there is student data tab here. So to add the students in the database, you have to first download the template. So I will download the template and see how the templates look. So here is the template. It wants the PRN in first column, then the full name, then the CGP, and then the branches. So I will show you. I already set that file. Let me show you. So here is that file. So you can see there are about 800 students in this file. So I can upload all the 800 students, but due to make this video short, I will just upload like 26 25 students. I will just remove all others, and this will take care of everything. It will check the PRN is 9 digit, CGPA is in the bound of 0 to 10, and the branch. So for now I will just remove one of the students PRN, means remove one digit from the we can see is the front end actually validating the data. So I will open the portal again, and here is the upload Excel button. I can click on it and just select the file and upload it, and it will say invalid PRN at row 17. So Okay, there is invalid PRN because I removed the part. It said the row 17. I will look at row 17 and again enter the correct PRN. So this is how you can be assured that Excel is been Excel is correct. So I will just open it, and yes, you are about to upload the data on the database. This may override the previous data. Do you still want to proceed? So if you have already done that, it will overwrite and again insert the fresh data. So please be patient while we upload the data in the database. This might take a few seconds, so depending on the internet speed. So here you can see students are showing here. I can just hit next page and next student will be shown. So this is how the database will be looking. So this number store the data of this thing. So previously I showed you whenever I signed up, I was seeing my details, so that was coming from this side. So now if this student Chavan Prathamesh try to log in, he will see his name and CGPA same as this. So this is the student data. You can definitely search for one student and hit enter and it will show the student. So there is also one feature for edit and add student data. So you can add a new student or you can edit the existing student. So I will edit my own data. So I will search my PRN. So the data will be retrieved from the database, and let's say my CGPA was wrong, I can just correct it over here. And let's say my school is also wrong, so I can just change it over here and save the changes. It will give the warning. I will just click OK, and if I just refresh the page, here you can see my name, CGPA, and the school has been updated. So let me go and change the portal status to open portal. So I will open the portal now. So here, if I go in the student side, so now you can see the portal is open. It is not no longer saying close portal. So here you can see there are few instructions like verify the details and few other. So here there is one drop down and you can select the preferences that you want. Like I want ADS as a highest priority, I will select the ADS. Then let's say computer security, then cloud computing. I can just fill this, and the best thing of this drop down is it will show only the courses which are applicable to you. So not all courses are applicable to you or open to SCET school. I am from the SCET school, so only the courses which are open for SCET will be showing here. And you can see now my submit button is enabled, so I can just click submit, and it will say your response is recorded. So this copy of the your preferences will also be mailed to you. So if I just refresh the page, I can see one mail, your preferences. This preferences is same as this, and I can again means log out and come at different time and again change my preferences. If I want, I can just log in again. Here I will see my previous preferences. I can just reset it all and choose different preferences. I can do this n number of time unless until the deadline is over. So I can just submit it again and your response is recorded, and I will again see one more mail. So these are my new preferences. So this is how student will set the preferences. So for the admin side, if I go and close the registration, so I will close the registration. So it will show a preview what the student will be seeing, and yes, definitely student is now saying registration is closed and result will be published soon. So if I go in allocation, so I can see that my preferences are showing over here. This 12 is saying that course number 12 is his first priority, automobile engineering, and you can say automobile engineering is open to all, and that's how I am able to select that. So not all student have selected the preferences, but it will consider only the student who have selected the preferences, and our portal does support the functionality for late submissions, and it will only give the seats for vacant seat for the late submitters. So I can hit allocate. So it will allocate the subject, and it will again say it will might take few minutes, few seconds or few minutes depending on the data. So I have got the allocation 12 as there were no other competition for me, so I am getting this 12. But if there were multiple student applying for the this 12 number course, then it will judge the student depending on their CGPA, and if the two students have the same CGPA, then it will compare the time of the response. I will show that the backend store the time at which time the student has submitted the preference. So whoever has submitted the preferences earlier will get the first priority. So here you can see this time is stored in a system time format. So this higher the time, let the submission, and we can judge from that. So the allocation is now done. I can now go in schedule and publish the result, but it is recommended before publishing the result, admin can go in admin setting and download the entire data. So it will download the entire data, and this is how entire data will be looking like. It will download the course data, student data. This is everything which is stored in the backend. It will store the time as well as allocation. This thing is not that important to the admin, but it is important if any data is lost or you have to double verify a few things. So this is not a huge deal, but it is safe to download this data before publishing. So I will publish the result, and if I publish the result, this is one of preview, and if I go in this, I can see now my screen is changed in the student view. It will say my details, my preferences, what were my preferences, and allocated course. My allocated course is automobile engineering now. So this is the complete portal, and I will show you that in allocation you can download the course wise Excel and school wise Excel, but since there is only one student who applied for this allocation, it will not give a good Excel. So I will show you a few of the previous files which has the good information. So I will go here school wise. So here you can see a school wise data. So here you can see SC, every student from SC is shown over here, and not everyone were participated in this beta testing. So I will show you that few of the students have got the allocation whoever participated in this. So similarly SCT and all other school are kept separate over here, and this data can be made public to other students. And this is the data with respect to the courses. So data science has 2 students, computer aided has 2 students, and like this. So it divides the data course wise as well as school wise. So and the last thing which is remaining is that after publishing, admin can send email to all the students also. If I hit send email, it will take a few seconds and it will actually send the email. So if I again see my email inbox, if I refresh, it will say result announced. So if I go here, your allocated open elective is automobile engineering, and it will again show me my preferences. If I want to see my result, I can just click here and I can see the same page. So this is the complete backend, and again you can flush the student data as well as preferences data from the backend. And I won't remove the course data because it will be used later on. So that's all from my side. Thank you for watching this video.